Dear real Donald Trump, I have been carjacked in Chicago with my arm broken. I still don't want you or your troops here. There are no red hats here.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Well, lads, come on in and take a look at Jill over here. Jill is a
dumb son of a bitch.
And she's totally fine with you, your wife, your daughter, your grandma being robbed, carjacked, murdered, and set on fire in a Democrat-run hellscape because she's a good white person, Abe. I'm one of the good white ones. Look, fellow Blickthith. I'm a good white person. I'm fine with you guys robbing us. Whoa. Whoa, wildly racist. Wildly racist. So, the libtards over here, all the ugly ones who look like this, are all upset that Donald Trump is solving crime in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. has just had its first week without a murder since we've been keeping records in Washington, D.C. Now, in any sane civilization, people would be like, whoa, all right, that's awesome. Thank God. All right, sounds good. Let's start applying this to other places like Chicago. No, not libtards, boys. No. They're all upset, and they're indignant. How dare you arrest our Blicks? What? I'm fine with being carjacked. This chick said, I'm fine with being carjacked. She says, well, let's go over here. Here's Jill, boys. This is all over the place. I mean, therefore I am. Dear @real Donald Trump, I've been carjacked in Chicago with my arm broken. I still don't want you or your troops here. TIA. By the way, there are no red hats here.
No, and maybe that's like the whole problem, or that shows why you have been carjacked and why Chicago became such a shithole. Look at these people, full of self-hate, and look at them. She is showing pictures on X that she is proud that she got carjacked, her arm was broken, and she is still blaming Donald Trump and the troops who Donald Trump wants to send there. So she is blaming the people who want to solve the problem, and she is defending the people who broke her arm, who stole her car, and she is even like sharing it like it was the best experience she ever had. Can you understand how like crazy these people are, how brainwashed they are, that they are like proud that their car got stolen, they are proud that their arm were broken off, and they are trying to blame the people who want to solve this? Maybe this shows like the whole reality about why these places became such shitholes. Because if people like this run these places, you get shitholes. Anyway, I have nothing to add. Like, just look at this. Look at this. How ridiculous. I hope it's rage bait, but I would not be surprised that you really have people who think like this. It's insane. It's insane.
Hold on a second. That seems to be directly contradicting Juicy Smollett. I was told that Chi-Town Boys was MAGA Town. At, 3 in the morning during a polar vortex? Remember that? Yeah, libtards over here still think that's real. Stupid chicks like this think, oh yeah, Justice Smollett was attacked by white supremacist terrorists in a polar vortex. Anyway, so here's this dumb asshole. At this point, I'm going to go out and say that these people are as bad as the carjackers.
I agree.
These white liberal chicks in Democrat-run hellscapes and these race-baiting goofballs all running around telling everybody that law and order being reestablished in Democrat-run hellscapes is somehow racist and we don't want it over here. Yeah, I don't care what you want. You lost an election.
Okay, so if you don't want it, maybe you should live like in South Africa or something. Like, just leave. Like, go to Mexico or something. Like, we want our cities to be clean and we want our cities to be like safe. If you don't want this, just go, man.
Rigged. So you're gone. And by the way, you're on the side of criminals. These white, ugly libtards are on the side of criminals along with the judges, the state attorneys, the district attorneys, all of these George Soros-run scumtards over there that have made it so places like DC become the carjacking capital of the world. And then when you try to clean it up, they've got such TDS. They go, so what? I was almost killed. So what? So what? So what? Somebody stole my Kia and broke my arm. I don't want you here. I don't care what you want. You're dumb. You're a stupid person. Why would anybody seek the advice of a stupid, dumb chick like you? You're fine with crime. Okay. You can leave. You could go to Venezuela. You could go to those places. No, the rest of us are not fine with crime. And we're going to do everything that we can to stop it. And if you're judges, if you're district attorneys, if you're state attorneys, if all of these Democrat numbnuts are going to side with criminals over and over and over again and not enforce law, then we will take over and enforce the law. And if you got a problem with us enforcing the law, there's the door, right? You could go to Mexico, go to Cuba, go to all those places. By the way, they enforce their laws, and once you break into Mexico, you're going to get arrested, you stupid twat. But wild.
Literally
Jill over here is fine. This is a chick who's absolutely addicted to virtue signaling, white savior nonsense, white guilt, TDS. This chick is a mental case, an absolute mental case. I don't care how dangerous this place is. I don't want Donald Trump to fix it. Wow. Yeah, we don't need people like this in our society. They can go. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. Support channel. Keep up to date.
Like seriously, and this is just one example, but believe me, there are so many people who think like this. And then you should ask yourself, how is it possible that most of these cities, that they literally became like the worst places on earth? Thanks to these people, literally these people, they're 100% responsible for that. Can you imagine someone breaks into your house and the police who wants to arrest like this criminal, and then you suddenly try to defend like the criminal who broke into your house, and you're gonna blame the police for like trying to help you? Like what is wrong with these people? But anyway, like, you get the point. I hope you liked this video. If you do, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And last but not least, I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.